record, William. Alright, so we're about ready to get started. Alright, great. So, got several of you chiming in that you can hear me and see my screen. So, we will get rolling. Thank you to all of you for participating in our 1954 set break. It sold out in record time. It took us less than a day to sell all 249 slots, and gave one away. So that can't happen without you guys. So really appreciate your participation, and I think it's a fun break. It's hard to not have fun with three rookie cards like there are in this set, and a lot of great star power too. So without any further ado, we'll jump right in, and I will read off every name, and we will show a few hits along the way. So here we go. So I have a list here, everyone's name. I generated that from my website based on how many slots you got. As you can see, well, you maybe can't see because it's tiny font, but 250 total slots. Copy pasted names into Notepad file. Got it copied, so I'm going to put it into random.org's list randomizer and go play with that sometime, see how it works. And I'm going to randomize the list 3 times, and whatever it's on the 3rd time is how it'll stick. Alright, great. Looks like most of you are coming in loud and clear. Oh, 19 viewers. Here we go. So, again, I'll randomize 3 times. So, 1, 2, 3. So, this is our list. Copy paste this. Okay, that way I don't lose it. And then we can do it like so. Alright. Good deal. Okay. Make sure y'all can see that alright. So, Ted is up first. Ted Williams goes to David Mowat. Go David, there is good old Ted. The set presents really well on front. Most of the cards do have some residue from where they were pasted in. You can't see it very well, but there you can feel it, and it resulted in a touch of paper loss. But next up, David also got Gus Zernial. Card number 3, Monty Irvin, goes to Lawrence Lopes. There's Monty. Card number 4, Hank Sauer, goes to Bob Sheeks. Card number 5, Ed Lopat, goes to David Mowat. Card 6, Pete Runnels, goes to David Mowat. Card 7, Ted Klazuski, goes to Joshua Brundage. There's Ted. Card 8, Bob Young goes to James Kinchin. Card 9, Harvey Haddix goes to Kyle Kaysen. Card 10, Jackie Robinson goes to Charlie Bailey. Here's Jackie. Card 11, Paul Smith goes to Daniel Weberg. Card 12, Del Crandall goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 13, Billy Martin goes to Greg Gee. For some reason, it doesn't look like I got Billy pulled out here. Yep, looks like he's in with the rest of the set. I'll have to show him later. Or you'll see him when you get him, I guess. Okay, card 14, Preacher Rowe goes to Andrew Perez. Card 15, Al Rosen goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 16, Vic Janowicz goes to David Mowat. Card 17, Phil Rizzuto goes to Alan Katovich. There's the Rizzuto. Card 18, Walt Drapo goes to David Mowat. Card 19, Johnny Lippin goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 20, Warren Spahn goes to Ron Nipper. There's the Spahn. Card 21, Bobby Shantz goes to Troy Kearney. Card 22, Jim Greengrass goes to David Mowat. Card 23, Luke Easter goes to Matthew Heidel. Card 24, Granny Hammer goes to David Mowat. Card 25, Harvey Kuhn goes to Robert Williams. Card 26, Ray Jablonski goes to Andrew Perez. Card 27, Ferris Fain goes to Andrew Perez. Card 28, Paul Minner goes to Greg Gee. Card 29, Jim Hegan goes to Colby Bunner. Card 30, Eddie Matthews goes to George Arslanian. There's OLED. Okay. Alright, up to 21 viewers. I believe we only had 44 participants because you guys bought them up so fast, so we got almost 50% viewing, which is the highest we've had since the 34 Gaudy set break as far as percentages go. Card 31, Johnny Klipstein goes to David Mowat. Card 32, Duke Snyder goes to Mike Flam. Here's Duke. Card 33, Johnny Schmitz goes to Daniel Weberg. Card 34, Jim Rivera goes to Andrew Perez. Card 35, Junior Gilliam goes to Crystal Nieswanger. Card 36, Hoyt Wilhelm goes to Jeremy Schmidt. Card 37, Whitey Ford goes to Jeremy Schmidt. There's the Whitey. Card 38, Eddie Stanky goes to George Arslanian. Card 39, Sherm Lawler goes to Jay Baum. Card 40, Mel Parnell goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 41, Willie Jones goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 42, Don Mueller goes to Edwin Pastrana. Card 43, Dick Groat goes to John Solfest. Card 44, Ned Garver goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 45, Richie Ashburn goes to David Moat. There's Ashburn. Card 46, Ken Raffensperger goes to Jim Moran. Card 47, Ellis Kinder goes to David Moat. Card 48, Billy Hunter goes to Jim Moran. Card 49, Ray Murray goes to Alan Katovich. Card 50, Yogi Berra goes to Bob Sheeks. Right, so 20% of the way through. Let's see, looks like we got 20 viewers now. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Clicked the wrong one. Okay. Card 51, Johnny Lindell goes to Daniel Weberg. Card 52, Vic Power goes to David Moat. There's the Vic. Card 53, Jack Dittmer goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 54, Vern Stevens goes to Matthew Heidel. Card 55, Phil Cavaretta goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 56, Willie Miranda goes to Jeremy Schmidt. Card 57, Luis Saloma goes to Todd Ketchum. Card 58, Bob Wilson goes to Matthew Heidel. Card 59, Gene Conley goes to Daryl Taylor. Card 60, Frank Baumholtz goes to Andrew Perez. Card 61, Bob Kane goes to Kyle Kaysen. Card 62, Eddie Robinson goes to Jeff Johnson. Card 63, Johnny Pesky goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 64, Hank Thompson goes to David Moat. Card 65, Bob Swift goes to James Kinchin. Card 66, Ted Lepicio goes to Charlie Bailey. Card 67, Jim Willis goes to David Moat. Card 68, Sam Calderon goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 69, Bud Podblin goes to Andrew Perez. Card 70, Larry Doby goes to Jeffrey Sly. Here's the Doby. Card 71, Frank Smith goes to Joshua Levine. Card 72, Preston Ward goes to Daniel Weberg. Card 73, Wayne Terwillinger goes to David Moat. Card 74, Bill Taylor goes to David Moat. Card 75, Fred Hanley goes to Mike Flam. Card 76, Bob Sheffing goes to Andrew Perez. Card 77, Ray Boone goes to Daniel Weberg. Card 78, Ted Kazansky goes to Robert Williams. Card 79, Andy Pafko goes to Jason Taylor. Card 80, Jackie Jensen goes to Edwin Pastrana. Card 81, Dave Hoskin goes to Todd Ketchum. Card 82, Milt Bowling goes to Kyle Kaysen. 83, Joe Collins goes to Jason Whitting. 84, Dick Cole goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 85, Bob Turley goes to Andrew Perez. Card 86, Billy Herman goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 87, Roy Face goes to David Moat. Card 88, Matt Batts goes to John Solfest. Howie Pollitt goes to Michael Riley. Number 90 is Willie Mays goes to Crystal Nieswanger. And here's the Mays. Great. So 15 minutes in, 18 viewers. You lost a few. Perseverance, people. Stick with it. Okay. I am really tired, so if I say something stupid, ignore me. Okay, 91. Bob Oldest goes to Matthew Farmer. Wally Westlake goes to Adam Wonder. Card 93, Sid Hudson goes to Jeremy Schmidt. Card 94, Ernie Banks goes to James Kinchin. Banks card is really nice. It's hard to find them even that good of centering top to bottom in this set. 95, Hal Rice goes to Tom Perry. 96, Charlie Silvera goes to Jeremy Schmidt. Card 97, Gerald Lane goes to Tom Perry. Card 98, Joe Black goes to Edwin Pastrana. Card 99, Bob Hoffman goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 100, Bob Keegan goes to John Solfest. Card 101, Gene Woodling goes to Bob Sheeks. Card 102, Gil Hodges goes to Jeffrey Sly. Here's Hodges. And a nicely centered card. Card 103, Jim Lemon goes to Bob Sheeks. 104, Mike Sandblock goes to Matt Hafner. 105, Andy Carey goes to Andrew Perez. 106, Dick Kokos goes to David Mowat. 107, Dwayne Pillett goes to Andrew Perez. 108, Thornton Kipper goes to Bob Sheeks. 109, Bill Bruton goes to Darrell Taylor. 110, Harry Dorish goes to Jonathan Hickman. 111, Jim Delsing goes to Edwin Pastrana. 112, Bill Renna goes to Arthur Miller. 113, Bob Boyd goes to Ron Nipper. 114, Dean Stone goes to Daniel Weberg. 115, Rip Rapolsky goes to David Bates. 116, Steve Bilko goes to David Mowat. 117, Solly Hemus goes to Bob Sheeks. 118, Carl Scheib goes to David Bates. 119, Johnny Antonelli goes to Bob Sheeks. 120, Roy McMillan goes to Bob Sheeks. 121, Clem Labine goes to David Mowat. 122, Johnny Logan goes to David Mowat. We're getting close, folks, to Henry. 123, Bobby Adams goes to Matt Hafner. 124, Marion Fricano goes to Arthur Miller. 125, Harry Burkowski goes to Kyle Kaysen. Let's see, 17 viewers, nothing new. We're halfway there, by the way. 126, Ben Wade goes to Crystal Nieswanger. 127, Steve O'Neill goes to Andrew Perez. 128, Hank Aaron goes to Mike Flan. Congratulations, Mike. There's the Hank Aaron. All right. 129, Forrest Jacobs goes to Crystal Nieswanger. 130, Hank Bauer goes to Bob Sheeks. 131, Reno Bertoya goes to David Mowat. Oh, I didn't show the Hank Bauer. 132, Tommy Lasorda goes to George Arslanian. 133, Del Baker goes to John Solfest. 134, Cal Hogue goes to George Arslanian. 135, Joe Presco goes to Andrew Perez. .136, Connie Ryan goes to Bob Sheeks. 137, Wally Moon goes to Jeffrey Sly. 138, Bob Borkowski goes to Crystal Nieswanger. 139 is the O'Brien brothers, which was pointed out on our most iconic card of the set that this is the first multiplayer card that Topps produced, which is pretty cool. I don't remember who pointed that out, but thank you for the tidbit. .140, Tom Wright goes to David Mowat. .141, Joey J goes to Bob Sheeks. 142, Tom Paholski goes to David Mowat. 143, Raleigh Hemsley goes to Jeremy Schmidt. 144, Bill Whirl goes to David Mowat. 145, Elmer Vallo goes to Bob Sheeks. 146, Don Johnson goes to Mitchell Siegel. 147, Johnny Riddle goes to Troy Kearney. 148, Bob Trice goes to Bob Sheeks. 149, Al Robertson goes to David Mowat. 150, Dick Kryhowski goes to George Arslanian. 151, Alex Gromas goes to Bob Sheeks. 152, Michael Blitzka goes to Jay Baum. 153, Al Walker goes to James Kinchin. 154, Mike Fernellis goes to Bob Sheeks. 155, Bob Kennedy goes to Andrew Perez. 156, Joe Coleman goes to Troy Kearney. 157, Don Lindhart goes to John Solfest. 158, Peanuts Lowry goes to Bob Sheeks. 159, Dave Philly goes to Bob Sheeks. 160, Ralph Kress goes to Michael Riley. 161, John Hetke goes to Bob Sheeks. 162, Herman Wehmeyer, Andrew Perez. 163, Frank House goes to Daniel Weberg. 164, Stu Miller goes to Alan Kotovich. 165, Jim Pendleton goes to Robert Williams. 166, Johnny Padres goes to Jeffrey Manega. Thought I would have Johnny pulled out. Apparently I don't. 167, Don Lund goes to Daniel Weberg. 168, Maury Martin goes to Daniel Weberg. 169, Jim Hughes goes to George Arslanian. 170, Dusty Rhodes goes to Bob Sheeks. 171, Leo Keeley goes to Daniel Weberg. 172, Harold Brown goes to James Kinchin. 173, Jack Harshman goes to John Solfest. 174, Tom Qualters goes to Edwin Pastrana. 175, Frank Leha goes to Jeff Johnson. Okay, so we got 75 left. 19 viewers now. A couple of you jumped back in with us. 176, Robert Keeley goes to David Mowat. 177, Bob Milliken goes to John Solfest. 178, Bill Glenn goes to Mike Swagger. 179, Gayer Alley goes to Crystal Nieswanger. 181, Wes Westrom goes to John Solfest. 181, Mel Roach goes to Bob Sheeks. 182, Chuck Harmon goes to George Arslanian. 183, Earl Combs goes to Bob Sheeks. 184, Ed Bailey goes to Crystal Nieswanger. 185, Chuck Stobbs goes to Todd Ketchum. Todd was the winner of our free slot. 186, Carl Olson goes to Jay Baum. 187, Heaney Manouche goes to Mickey Chronister. 188, Dave Jolly goes to Adam Wonder. 189, Bob Ross goes to Andrew Perez. 190, Ray Herbert goes to Robert Williams. 191, John Schofield goes to Crystal Nieswanger. 192, Ellis Deal goes to Andrew Perez. 193, Johnny Hop goes to Charlie Bailey. 194, Bill Sarney goes to David Mowat. 195, Billy Consolo goes to Jeffrey Sly. 196, Stan Jock goes to Greg Gee. 197, Preacher Rowe goes to Matthew Farmer. 198, Carl Sawatsky goes to Andrew Perez. 199, Glenn Nelson goes to David Mowat. 200 goes to Larry Larry Jansen goes to Michael Riley. And 201, which is Al Kaline, goes to Mitchell Siegel. Another iconic card. Alright. So we are 4/5 of the way there. Still got 19 viewers holding in. Alright. Let's keep rolling. 202, Bob Perkey goes to Bob Sheeks. 203, Harry Breachin goes to Daniel Weberg. 204, Angel Skull goes to George Arslanian. 205, Johnny Sane goes to David Mowat. 206, Ray Kroon goes to Bob Sheeks. 207, Tom Oliver goes to Bob Sheeks. 208, Grady Hatton goes to Andrew Perez. 209, Chuck Thompson goes to Jason Whitting. 210, Bob Bowl goes to Robert Williams. 211, Don Hope goes to Bob Sheeks. 212, Bob Michelota goes to George Arslanian. 213, Johnny Fitzpatrick goes to Kyle Kaysen. 214, Arnie Porta Carrero goes to David Bates. 215, Ed McGee goes to Robert Williams. 216, Al Sema goes to Andrew Perez. 217, Paul Schreiber goes to Mike Flam. 218, Fred Marsh goes to George Arslanian. 219, Chuck Kress goes to Matthew Heidel. 220, Ruben Gomez goes to Crystal Nieswanger. 221, Dick Brodowski goes to Arthur Miller. 222, Bill Wilson goes to Colby Bunner. 223, Joe Haynes goes to Crystal Nieswanger. Dick Week goes to Daryl Taylor. 225, Don Little goes to Bob Sheeks. Alright, 90% of the way there. Down to 17 viewers. A few of you dropped off after the rookie cards were done. It's okay, I forgive you. You gotta hang around for Ted though. 226, Yahosi Hurd goes to James Kinchin. Buster Mills goes to Andrew Perez. Gene Hermansky goes to George Arslanian. Bob Talbot goes to Mickey Chronister. Bob Kuzava goes to Joshua Levine. Roy Smalley goes to Jeffrey Monega. Lou Limmer goes to Jeff Johnson. Augie Gallen goes to Tom Perry. Jerry Lynch goes to Jeff Johnson. Vern Law goes to Greg Gee. Paul Pinson goes to John Solfest. Mike Ryba goes to Greg Gee. Al Aber goes to Jeff Johnson. Bill Scowron goes to John Solfest. There's Bill. .240 Sam Melee goes to Andrew Perez. .241 Robert Miller goes to Andrew Perez. Kurt Roberts goes to Jeremy Schmidt. Ray Blades goes to Jeffrey Sly. Arthur Miller gets Leroy Wheat. Roy Sievers goes to Jeremy Schmidt. Howie Fox goes to Gregory Cohen. Ed Mayo goes to Matthew Heidel. Al Smith goes to George Arslanian. Wilmer Mizzle goes to Bob Sheeks. And the last Ted goes to Mike Flam. Alright, folks. Thanks for joining us. I, again, appreciate all your participation in the set break, making it go super fast. Keep an eye out. Should be another break coming up. The next one will be a little bit smaller, but it should be coming up in a couple weeks. In the process of selling my house and moving, and I have 2 children, and so those of you who have children who've tried to sell a house, you know how that goes. But next break's going to be a little smaller because of that. Thank you again for participating, but keep your eyes open for that next break, and make sure you like us on Facebook so you can stay up to date with all our contests and latest happenings. And if you want to add on to your order with free shipping, 5% off, check your email for a coupon. And yeah, that's it. Thanks.